Yogi Berra once famously said, "I haven't really said all the things that I have said." On the surface, it sounds like another absurd Yogi Berraism, but what his point was is a lot of times what people attribute to him doesn't actually belong to him, as in he didn't really say it. Or as Abraham Lincoln said, don't believe everything you read on the internet. I was pondering truth, and it dawned on me in the New Testament in particular, is the prohibition toward gossip. Part of why gossip is so negative is, one, it does not honor that we are called to be people who seek truth. And then I ponder in my own life how I feel when there is gossip surrounding me. If you've ever experienced it, it is maddening, it is frustrating, and there really is no way to stop it. Most of the time when we go in as an eye care team to handle situations in which there is clergy sexual misconduct, a phrase that will get thrown around eventually to discredit us is, well, they work for the conference, and so we are there to sell our agenda. Well, I am kind of appointed by the conference, and we do have an agenda. It is to help promote healing and wholeness within the congregation. But by phrasing it that way, what the people's intention, what their goal is to say, take everything they say with a grain of salt. And how do I counteract that? See, the power gossip has is it implies a mistruth is truth. Or it helps shield the truth from coming out because we believe in the gossip. Gossip is still a major problem in the church. There is a reason why sometimes people are kind of tight-lipped around events within their life, because they don't want to hear what other people claim happened. And so sometimes it prevents us from just really opening up and being willing to share truth, because we're afraid of how other people would take it or how they would run with it. Or a phrase I have used with people is, if you tell a story that has blanks, people fill in the blanks. And it does not matter whether they fill it in with truth or with lies, people believe it. And so the New Testament reminds us not to gossip, because in essence, gossip is feeding mistruth, misinformation. And as Christian people, we should be focused on truth. So I want you to look at how am I sharing information? Do I share it via gossip, or do I share it via truth? And we have to be careful with that, because let's also acknowledge sometimes we even hide gossip. Yeah, don't tell everybody, but we hide it with prayer requests. Or we want a little more information from a prayer request than we might need. I never feel the need to indicate anything more than pray for this person who has health needs. Shouldn't matter what the health need is. I trust God knows, and I don't need people to start to fill in those blanks. But you hear people make those requests. Well, what's happening? Or you'll have people say, pray for this person. Their marriage isn't going so well. I heard. And all I could think is, man, wouldn't it be great if we were willing to just trust that we won't gossip? It would open up our ability to share with each other, to be vulnerable with each other, to allow truth to lead and guide us. And so my challenge to us is let's make sure before we share anything that the first thing should always be, is it true? And if you do not know the answer to that, just don't share it. The second part should be, is it necessary? And if it's not necessary information, don't share it. And then finally, is it uplifting? Will it help accomplish a goal? Will it help promote the Spirit's presence in that person's life or in the life of the person you are sharing it with? If we can answer yes to those things, then let's go ahead and share. If not, let's make sure we're not a part of the problem of gossip. Would you pray with me? Father, thank you that you are truth. And Father, help us in those moments when we are sharing things maybe we shouldn't. Help us to seal our lips and only share things that honor and uplift you and our brothers and sisters, that we can be a part of that great movement of the Holy Spirit with each other, uplifting and building each other up in Christ's name. Amen. Well, remember, hopefully, for not much longer, stay physically separate, but please stay connected. And let's love everybody.